The smartest way to deal with toxic people. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained? Like your energy was taken from you without a single word of thanks? You replay their words in your mind not because they were wise, but because they hurt. You try to set a boundary, and somehow, you end up being the villain. They twist things, make you question yourself, and leave you wondering, is it me, or are they really this toxic? We've all met someone like that. Maybe they're in your family, maybe you work with them, or maybe they've been in your life so long, you don't even realize how much damage they've caused. But here's the truth. You don't have to scream, you don't have to fight, and you definitely don't have to become like them just to protect yourself. In this video, I'm not going to tell you to simply cut them off. I'm going to show you the smartest way to deal with toxic people, so you can protect your peace without losing your power. Let's be clear about one thing, not every toxic person is a monster. Some of them are just deeply hurt, and they project that hurt onto everyone around them. They might not even realize the damage they cause, but the effect? It's real, it's heavy, and it's exhausting. See, toxicity doesn't always come with shouting or insults. Sometimes, it looks like constant sarcasm, disguised as humor. Or a so-called friend who always finds a way to downplay your wins. You get a promotion, they say. Must be nice to have connections. You're happy in a relationship, they say. Let's see how long this one lasts. Over time, their patterns start to show. They criticize more than they encourage. They guilt-trip you when you choose yourself. They twist your words and make you feel like you're the problem. And when you try to confront them, they either shut down or make you feel guilty for even bringing it up. Here's something to remember. If someone constantly brings you down, it's time to rise above, not sink with them. You're not here to fix them. You're here to free yourself. Have you ever wondered, why do I care so much about what they think when all they do is hurt me? Why does their opinion feel louder than everyone else's, even your own? It's because sometimes we don't just want peace, we want their approval. We keep hoping that maybe this time they'll see our worth. That maybe if we just try harder, be kinder, stay quieter, they'll finally stop hurting us. But this is the trap. When you seek validation from the person who wounds you, you enter a cycle that your mind calls love, but your body knows is survival. This is what psychologists call trauma bonding, a deep attachment to someone who is both the source of pain and the illusion of comfort. Dr. Patrick Carnes explains how, over time, your nervous system gets trained to mistake chaos for connection. That's why you feel anxious around them. Why your heart races, your chest tightens, and your voice shakes even when they haven't raised theirs. It's not weakness. It's your body saying, "This doesn't feel safe." And here's the truth most people avoid. You can't heal in the same environment that keeps hurting you. You don't need their approval to feel whole. You need space to remember who you were before they made you doubt it. Here's the first step in dealing with toxic people. Stop making excuses for behavior that keeps breaking you. Maybe they had a rough childhood. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe they didn't mean it. And maybe you love them, or used to, or feel obligated to stay. But listen closely. Pain is real, but it doesn't excuse patterns that drain your soul. We often stay stuck because we confuse attachment with loyalty, and we keep forgiving what's not changing. So here's the shift. Instead of reacting with emotion, step back and observe. Ask yourself, is this just a mistake, or is it a pattern? Because a mistake happens once. But a pattern? That's behavior they've chosen again and again, even after seeing it hurts you. In The Body Keeps the Score, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk explains how repeated emotional stress actually rewires your brain and body. You don't just think differently, you feel differently. You start living on edge, walking on eggshells. And over time, your nervous system forgets what peace even feels like. So recognize it early. Don't wait for proof that someone is harmful. If you keep getting hurt in the same way, that is the proof. Once you've recognized the pattern, The next step is one of the hardest: setting boundaries and doing it without guilt. Because if you've been dealing with toxic people long enough, you've been trained to believe that saying no makes you selfish, that choosing your peace means you're the problem. But let me tell you the truth. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors. They don't lock people out, they just filter out the chaos. A boundary can sound like, "I'm not available to discuss this right now. I'm not okay with being spoken to that way. Let's revisit this when emotions are calm." Simple, clear, and strong. And no, you don't have to explain that boundary to someone who's committed to misunderstanding you. You're not here to convince them. You're here to protect the version of you that's finally learning to choose peace over performance. As Prentice Hemphill once said, "Boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously." And that's the goal, not to hate them, but to stop abandoning yourself just to keep the peace with someone who thrives on breaking it. There comes a point where you realize you can't change them. No matter how many chances you give, how calm you stay, how much you explain. Some people don't want to understand. They want control. That's where emotional detachment becomes your strength. But let's clear this up. Detachment isn't cruelty. It's not cutting someone off with bitterness or hate. It's simply this: letting go of the need to fix, explain, or prove anything to someone who's already decided not to listen. It means accepting them for who they are, while still choosing who you want to be around. It means choosing your peace over their drama, even when the part of you that craves resolution wants to speak. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to respond just because they're baiting you. And you don't have to prove your worth to someone who only sees you through the lens of their own pain. So visualize it like this. Your peace is a house. You are the owner, the gatekeeper. You decide who gets to come in, how long they stay, and what kind of energy they're allowed to bring. Some people, you keep at the door. Others, you don't even give them the address. This isn't revenge. This is recovery. Because peace isn't something you find. It's something you protect. And the moment you stop trying to control their behavior is the moment you start reclaiming your own power. Think of your energy like money. You wouldn't hand out your wallet to just anyone, so why hand out your mental peace, your emotional safety, your dreams to people who don't know how to respect them? The truth is, you don't just need boundaries with their presence, you need boundaries with their access. Access to your thoughts, access to your wounds, access to the parts of you that are still healing. Because toxic people don't just hurt you with what they do, they hurt you with what they know. You share your dreams, and they laugh. You open up about your pain, and they twist it later to shame you. That's not connection. That's manipulation wearing a friendly face. So here's your reminder. You are not obligated to stay emotionally open to anyone just because they were once close. Start investing in people who nourish you, not those who leave you running on empty. Surround yourself with those who see your light and want to protect it, not dim it. In the Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz says something powerful. Don't take anything personally. What others do is a reflection of their own reality, not yours. And when you live by that, you stop letting people's chaos write the story of your calm. Your energy is sacred. Start treating it like it's priceless, because it is. Toxic people aren't looking for connection. They're looking for control. And the smartest thing you'll ever do is stop trying to earn love from the same hands that hurt you. You don't need their approval. What you do need is your peace. So take it back, quietly, boldly, without guilt. Call to action. Drop a comment below. What's one boundary you're going to set this week? 3. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more mindset shifts that protect your power.